Hello and welcome to my workshop. I'm so thrilled that you can join me today as I teach you how to make this simple box with a sliding lid. So let me just explain to you what you can expect in this course, as you'll also be making your own simple plywood box with a lid. I purpose built mine to contain a jigsaw puzzle that I had made, which is in another class. But let me just explain to you what you'll be going through in this course to make this box over here. So first of all, I'll be taking you through some design principles. So we think about the form and function of when you design a box like this, and obviously this has a specific purpose and therefore it'll have a specific set of design considerations. So we briefly go through that and talk about how we would size something to meet the requirements of the function, and then how we would design it to think about the form and the beauty and the aesthetics of it. All right, from there we go into the cutting list. So what are the physical pieces of this product, of this box that we'll be creating in the workshop? So we produce a precise cutting list so we know exactly what the pieces are, and primarily it's 4 sides, a lid and a base, and then obviously a simple handle at the top over here. And then we'll go into actually measuring out the plywood. So the sides are made out of plywood, the lid and the base are made out of simple masonite. And as my father always taught me, measure twice, cut once. So we'll be looking at the careful process of measuring and marking out the pieces of wood. And then we'll go into actually cutting those. And we'll obviously use some power tools, and you'll be able to get away with a jigsaw. I do use my homemade table saw, but that is optional. And you will need a router or something to make the grooves on the inside over here so that this lid can slide in and out over here. But we go through all of that in some detail. And then of course, once you've got your main components all cut and ready, we'll then need to glue that up. This is a glued assembly. There's no fasteners. It's not really required for heavy duty, so we didn't need to add fasteners in it. It's an entirely glued up assembly, so we'll go through that process, and then we'll go through some wood filling just to get all the gaps. Because this is a plywood construction, because of its composite nature, plywood does tend to have a little bit of cracks, so it's quite easy just to go and fill those up with wood filler, and then we'll sand it down, get it nice and smooth and ready for priming first. So I chose to prime this time simply so we get a better finish on the painting, and we use obviously less paint as well. And I'll show you how we prime it and then how we paint it. And you might obviously choose some different colors, but that's the beauty of individual designs and individual artistry. And I'd really love to see your box as a project that you can post in this class. And of course, I just added something fun at the top here, a little design from the profile of one of the jigsaw pieces. So you can obviously also add something. Perhaps it's a gift for somebody, and you could perhaps put their name on it as well, just to make it extra special. So after the painting is done, we just add the handle over here. You'll need to add a stopper on the inside over here so that the lid doesn't come detached from the box, because it's not a hinged lid which remains attached to the box, and you wouldn't want the lid to become detached from the box. Also, I do include a quick walkthrough of all the steps in this class, so that you see exactly what the materials are that you need and the equipment that you need. So that'll really be the first lesson that you get into, so that you can just plan exactly what you need to do, so that you can learn exactly how to make a box like this, and then in this class actually make your own as a project, so you really apply what you've learned in this course together with me in my workshop. So wishing you well and looking forward to seeing you in the lessons.